There are many animes out there right now with a long legacy and huge fan base, both in Japan and cross country. But probably the one that stands out right now is Tite Kubo's Bleach. Bleach has been a widely popular success since it originally premiered and came on Shonen Jump in Japan in 2001. It's currently on its 392nd manga chapter and its 258th episode in the anime series. And has a few video games on the Nintendo DS system. And there's also, I think, two games that are out right now for the Nintendo Wii. And strangely enough, the widely successful rock musical. And unlike most animes, the full-length features in the Bleach universe don't actually suck, but I guess that's just my experience. And for those of you who don't really know what Bleach is, here's a little crash course to help get you acquainted. Bleach was originally published by Weekly Shonen Jump in August 2001, and was created by this guy here, Tite Kubo. On October 5th, 2004, the anime series first premiered on TV Tokyo, Japan, and on March 15th, 2006, Viz Media bought the rights to dub and translate the manga and anime for English viewers and readers who might be interested in the story about this weird redhead kid fighting hollows on his spare time while trying to do stuff at school with things. The job to direct the anime came down to Wendy Lee, who's better known as the voice of Faye Valentine in Cowboy Bebop. Bleach tells the tale of teenager Ichigo Kurosaki, who lives in Karakura Town. Ichigo is not like other teens because he has the sixth sense and can see spirits. One day Ichigo's family is attacked by a mysterious masked creature called a hollow, which unfortunately only Ichigo can see. When all hope seems lost, Ichigo is saved by Rukia Kuchiki, a Shinigami or Soul Reaper in the English dub. Rukia puts up a good fight against the monster, but unfortunately gets a good ass kicking. Rukia then makes a split-second decision to give Ichigo the abilities of a Shinigami, because he's the only person that can see her and the Hollow. The job of a Shinigami basically entails that Ichigo has to kill Hollows and send souls to the Soul Society, which is heaven. Along the way, Ichigo meets many friends like the Quincy Ichida Uryu, the girl Orihime Inoue, the powerful Yatsura Chad Sato, and the really pervy teddy bear named Cone, which all gets explained in the 5th episode of the show. And of course, my favorite character, the shopkeeper Kisuke Urahara, who gives the characters many items and information during the show. And that's just the first arc of the series. Just wait till all the other Shinigami are introduced. Since the series was such a success, in 2006 it was decided to finally make a movie. The first film was called Bleach, Memories of Nobody, and thus begins my review on the Bleach movie trilogy. But before I start giving my reviews, I must warn you that in order to fully enjoy and understand the 3 films, it would be wise to read the manga and watch the anime chapters that take place before the events of the film. Even though the films are fillers, there are terms and abilities and characters that are introduced before the film takes place. So, now that we got all this crap cleared up, I think it's about time to get started with our reviews of the 3 Bleach movies. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Bleach Memories of Nobody takes place after the Soul Society arc, which is the second arc in the manga series. And the anime takes place after the third arc, which is the Bount filler arc. So if you haven't seen up to these, then you probably shouldn't watch the movie or any of the other ones. Anyway, the film starts with Ichigo, Ruki, and Kon after they defeat a Hollow and ferry a soul back to the Soul Society. While on a plaza on their way back, they encounter strange white creatures called blanks. Ichigo can't seem to be able to form a Konzo and send them to the Soul Society, which causes a major problem when all the blanks decide that Ichigo and Ruki look good to fuck. During all this chaos, in comes Senna, the new Soul Reaper, who seems to be able to take care of these creatures easily. Senna doesn't know what squad she's in or who she really is. All she knows is her name. Ichigo thinks she has something to do with the sudden appearance of the blanks, so he tries to question her in the world of the living, where Rukia travels back to Soul Society to gain questions there about the appearance of the creatures called blanks. But the Soul Society is having their own problems. The Dangai Precipice world, which is the dimension between Soul Society and the world of the living, has created a separate dimension called the Valley of Screams. This is a normal phenomenon and happens once in a while from the body of lost souls who can't find their way in the Lost Soul Society. The memories are then fuzzed into a jewel called a Shinenju, which is hidden in the world of the living. That's the best I could explain. It's kind of confusing. This really doesn't sound like a terrible thing, right? Well, this time it appears that the Valley of Screams has become some kind of doorway to the world of the living, and now the Soul Society and the world of the living are now on a collision course, which could ultimately destroy both the two worlds and kill everything in the world as we know it! The job is given to Ichigo and Senna to find a Shinenju and what it looks like in order to destroy the Valley of Screams and stop the collision course and save the two worlds. Unfortunately, to make matters worse, the mysterious man named Gonryu is orchestrating all this in the shadows in order to get revenge on the Soul Society for banishing his clan to the Dangai Precipice world when their takeover attempt of the Soul Society failed. All they need to complete the collision course of the two worlds is the Shinenju. Can Ichigo, Senna, and the Court Guard Squad captains defeat Gonryu and his horribly cliche-named group, the Clan of Shadows, or will the Soul Society and the world of the living be completely obliterated from the Shinenju's power? That's the basic plot for the film. I enjoyed the film, but there are some major setbacks. In my opinion, the animation plays a key factor in an animated movie. Most anime movies based on shows have more detail on their characters than usual, but that's not the case for Memories of Nobody. It kind of looks like they just focused more on the background art than the characters. So in the end, your end product just looks like a high-def episode of the normal show, which is no use at all. Bleach always had an amazing soundtrack, so why bother in creating a whole new score when you can use just what you got? Bleach basically uses the same music from the show, which gives it a nice feel and makes it feel like the film is not a standalone installment of the series. There only seems to be 3 new tracks in the film and a theme song by Awkward Times during the end credits. I love the new music. It really sets up the mood of the film perfectly and helps flesh out those dramatic moments. This film might bring a tear to your eye, you have been warned. But the lack of an original soundtrack also kind of hinders the film, since it seems like the production team kind of got lazy while making the film. But that doesn't stop Memories of Nobody from being an entertaining experience, and some of the new music is even added into later episodes of the show. The plot isn't very well thought out, since this is only the first attempt of a movie, so don't expect anything too deep and in-depth. The film also seems to be for fans only, which is good. It's always good to please your original fans, but you gotta remember, for people who've never watched Bleach, you're not gonna know what the fuck's going on half the time. It kinda gets confusing once you get into the basis of the film. You kinda just have to see it. The film does provide a very entertaining experience, and the battle sequences are more fast-paced than the ones of the show, which makes the film all the more cooler. In conclusion, I give Bleach Memories of Nobody a 3 out of 5. It's good, but there are still some major things that kind of make the film seem incomplete. But hell, this is only their first attempt. And make sure to stay tuned for the review of Bleach the Movie 2, The Diamond Dust Rebellion. Well, that's it for that. That was my first attempt at kind of a real, not really humorous review. I hope you liked it. Make sure you subscribe, favorite, comment, and whatever, and make sure you add my Twitter, SmithSBTalk. Look forward to talking to all of you soon on the webs and my Monday little questiony things. And also, yeah, I'll just talk to all of you soon. I gotta go, so